Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Dropping back, it's Ruiz. That's caught. It's Agbana. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
They'll give it to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback on the keeper. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He'll do it himself. And And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with the completion.
Hand off from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Ducks are on the move. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays. or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. He's in open space downfield. Continues to fight for yards. All kinds of room to the right. Vincent, touchdown, Oregon. He would not be denied. You know they were up there trapped at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Coming out with it, it's Sapp. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw, it's Ruiz. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the move, it's Weeks.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Ruiz. That's caught. It's Weeks. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He lofts one down the sideline. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Let's go! To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Roach.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it. because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got knocked out.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Buying some time as he moves left. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got
intercepted for the 11th time.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Weeks. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the back. past the sticks and still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they've regained the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hank. Oh, the ball's out on the return. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be... down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Stroman. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. Makes the grab. It's Stroman. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Oregon! Once he got some room, it was over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Troy overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Trojans tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
as if they had a good one there. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pulls it in. It's Agbada.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Back to throw. It's Ruiz. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
He leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's sacked. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Ruiz. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The sure hands, it's Agbana. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He'll pull it on the read. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He's got the tight end. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is, with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Weeks. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Strowman. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. On his way back from the 20. Lowers those pads. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. To throw, it's Ruiz. Got it in the middle, it's Weeks. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Might be looking to run. Took care of it himself. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a space. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They're going to open this drive with a pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Plows through the defense. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The Ducks hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. middle. It's Agbana. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Caught in the backfield, it's Agbana. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches